All right, Big Dog is back. He has a tight schedule today. He just landed from Miami and he's already ready to hit the road again. So let's not waste his time. We know his time is valuable. So let's just say, hit it, Hutch.
You know what it is now. Boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
That's right. Welcome back to Until We Agree. I'm Matt, who's always kind of around, and there's Tyler, our busy celebrity. Welcome back to Until We Agree, the only podcast that keeps going until we agree. I know you saw the title. This is a special episode. We finally did it. We went ultra mega viral, and we're going to talk about that. But first,
viral.
Tyler.
I went viral.
Yeah, well, no, you didn't. But okay, we went
My
viral.
account went viral.
We went viral.
Whose account posted it?
Yours did because it was allowed to. Mine was too young and fresh because I don't actually spend time on Reddit because I'm not a dork. They needed an aged account who's been posting a bunch of times on Reddit, which I noticed you had. I went to your profile and went back on everything you posted, and you were desperate for answers on how to fix your golf swing 3 years ago, and that's kind of sad.
Well,
you were asking Reddit to fix it.
I posted the best my swings ever looked, not for advice, but for fuel. I just wanted it to be gassed up, and I was.
That's almost even more sad. But anyways, that's not the point.
I'll take it.
Tell me. Did our post on Reddit, which we promised to do, on this podcast we do Am I the Cusshole each week, and we read stories from Reddit, and then last week we realized we could probably write our own that's just as good, if not better, than anyone we've ever done, and I think we did it. But go and tell me, since you have all the analytics on your site, since we did have to post it from your account, over or under 1 million views?
Oh, we're talking numbers, yeah. I'd say over 1 million.
Over 1 million, no big deal.
1.1 million views.
Oh, that's crazy. What's interesting?
With a heavy 96% upvote ratio.
We have 2 to 96%. Is that what you said? Upvotes?
Yeah, not that it has 96% of people upvoted it, but
right.
of people who engaged with it, it's 96%.
96% received well, which means we did what we set out to do, which was trick the entire website into anyone being able to just make these things. But before we get into that, you just went to Miami for the first time since my bachelor party a few years ago. And if those of you who have been around this podcast for even one episode, I think, know that last time we were in Miami, you got food poisoning, FP as you like to call it, and I've compared it to Crohn's disease, the incurable disease that I carry.
It's not an apt comparison because it's
way worse, right?
Much worse,
right? And so but you went there again.
It wasn't in sight. It stayed far away from me this time.
Yeah, which I'm glad.
Which was good news because we were up in the Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood area, which I'm not sure if you're familiar with Hollywood Beach. Not as bumping as you'd think for 4th of July weekend.
No way. That's good. I saw you were at a water park yesterday. Is that true?
So, yeah, we did go to a water park. That's so cool. Went to a water park with the plan of enjoying this water park, but they kept closing down because of thunder, and apparently it's a very like a Miami thing. There's just always thunder, and so it was really expensive, and we didn't end up going in because they just heard thunder, and they're like, every time this happens it's 30 minutes, classic pool. And so we decided to leave.
Did you do anything fun this whole trip?
We went to the beach.
Okay. Did you have fun doing that?
I love the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got in the ocean. So boogie boarding is a stretch for what we did because the waves weren't boogieable.
Right.
But I did, of course, do the classic thing of you have a boogie board, so you paddle out as far as possible.
Okay.
And then I paddled out as far as possible, and then the lifeguard on a jet ski came up to us and said, "Hey, what are you guys doing out here?" And we were just like, I was just hanging out, and he said, "There's no sandbar, so as long as you don't go any further, you're good." Which is crazy. I thought they were public waters. I thought I could go as far as I wanted.
Yeah, it sounds like a threat.
Apparently, you got a limit. So,
but you were approaching international waters? It sounds like, and they have no jurisdiction out there.
Yeah, maybe a couple more feet, and that guy can eat my toes.
Eat your shorts, yeah. But
Yeah.
Okay, so was that the highlight, was going out that far? Anything else?
Yeah, that was fun, but then also just the pool. Pools are just better than the ocean in every way.
Yeah. And no food poisoning, which is sick. Not sick.
And no food poisoning.
Yeah.
And we watched Love Island.
Oh, dude, you had a magical 4th of July. That's awesome.
How was your 4th? How was the 4th for you? May the 4th be with you.
Thank you so much. It was great, man. Played golf on Friday. Shot 77. Holy cow. Saw some friends.
Cow.
Okay, don't talk about that part. Saw some friends, and then we went home a little bit early because here, let me tell you why. Because we can see the Nashville City fireworks, like the big show. We can see them from our house. So we got to watch the fireworks show from the comfort of our own room, which was sick.
That's awesome. Can I say something though?
Yeah, please.
Because we could see the fireworks from our pool,
but
I'm not a big fireworks guy. They're just kind of loud.
Bro, dude, fireworks are cool, man. What do you mean?
They're cool, but hey, dude,
I'll say it. That's kind of weird. You don't like fireworks. And that's not like a patriot. That's
it's
not a
that
patriotic
I don't
thing.
like fireworks. I just don't love fireworks.
I'm not hugely patriotic, but fireworks are just cool, man. And we do them well over here. They're fun to watch.
Over here being
America,
Nashville?
America, like
America.
Like they're fun. Like they have they're one of the few things that I think we do on a cadence that like we see it just the right amount of times. Like we see it every year on the 4th of July, and then maybe like one other time in like maybe New Year's you see fireworks.
You mean Boomsday? You talking Boomsday?
No one on this podcast, no listener knows what Boomsday is.
Can I say something? I thought Boomsday was like a
national thing.
Holiday.
Yeah, no,
a global thing. Growing up in Knoxville, Tennessee, where Boomsday happened.
Pretty localized. Yeah,
pretty local fireworks show. But I was locked into Boomsday thinking everybody had Boomsday, and it was quite a shock to me when I found out that
just no.
Yeah, it's usually fireworks are once a year type thing.
Yeah, and that's fun. That like it's really fun. And here's the thing, man. They're doing cool new stuff with fireworks. You think that fireworks are like they are what they are, and like we're kind of like done developing new technology in fireworks.
Who thinks that?
I kind of think it from time to time. I think surely we're not putting more money into research and development for this stuff. But we are. Someone out there is developing new fireworks that do like cool new tricks. And so every year it's kind of like a fun new thing. Dude, it's kind of sad you don't like you hate stuff.
Well,
you love to hate stuff though.
I didn't say I don't like fireworks. I just said I don't love fireworks.
Ooh, they're loud. Ooh, no, they're loud. That's a little, that wasn't even, that was just me playing back I clipped you and then played you back just then. Oh, no, they're loud. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, and you're on a time crunch. I don't want to waste your time. Okay, quickly. We have 3 new countries. 2 new countries. I can't figure out which. I have 3 on the list that I'm not sure if we've done before. So I'm going to shout them out really quick. I know one is new.
I swear we've talked about all of these.
No.
I really think we have.
Okay, but no, I don't think we have.
I think for Kazakhstan we did the Borat thing. Like we've done that bit.
No, but I think what you're thinking of is just every time I do the Borat thing.
No, I think we've done it specifically for this.
Okay, so Kazakhstan was one I thought was new. Apparently is not. Slovakia. I feel like we would have talked more about Slovakia. Like Bratislava. I don't know. I have that they have 5.4 million people who live there, which is we're 20% of the way to that number on our number of Reddit viewers on our viral post this week. Top of the subreddit for the day, by the way. No big deal.
And Turkey is a place that you need to visit. That was the 3rd country on the list.
Why do I need to visit there?
It's a place that you need to go.
Okay. Before you say this,
copious amounts of cosmetic surgeries.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say something about my hairline, and that was not gonna go over well for you.
I think your hairline's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's the one thing they wouldn't have to touch.
Okay. Then we're fine. We can just leave it there. Okay, so we have 2 new listeners from 2 new countries. We're not sure who you are or where you came from, but if you listen, we really appreciate it. And welcome to the Rat Pack. If you're new in any way, or you've been listening for a while and you haven't followed us, give us a follow wherever you're listening. That way you can always know when we post new stuff. Give us I think you can like rate us 5 stars pretty much anywhere you can listen. That would be so appreciated. And then give us a follow on Instagram or anywhere you find us at Until We Agree. That goes a long way for us and the goals we're trying to reach on this podcast. That's the last time I'm shouting that out for at least a little bit because Oh, one more thing. I'm in a house divided right now. This is the last thing I want to talk about before the Reddit thing. Okay, so in a house divided, do you know what that means?
Yeah, it means that you have a license plate with 2 football teams on it.
Yeah, pretty much. But this is like a very like much more real thing, like much more like pliable to be held in the hands. Like this debate that I'm in my house. I got a new iPhone this week. You heard about this thing, iPhone?
Nope, familiar.
Yeah, I got
interesting. We can talk off air, but I could help you with that. But cool.
What does that mean? No, say it on air.
A little discount.
What do you mean? You don't have a discount,
bro. Yes, we do.
Oh shoot, you're right. No, I got a good deal on it because I got to trade in my old. I got to trade in my old phone, so it wasn't that bad.
Right, so that counts with the discount. But sure, yeah, you got this, man.
That's tough. How did I forget about that? Yeah, we'll talk off air. I'll put in a reimbursement request. But yeah, so I got
a nice little call forward. I haven't read the Reddit yet, but
that's cool. You haven't read it yet. Yeah. The thing that the Reddit story that you posted on your account that you're taking another credit for, you haven't read yet. Interesting. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
Not the credit for. I'm just it's on my account, so I'm viral.
Okay, sure. Okay,
I got the thing.
I got a new iPhone 17 Pro. My wife from Kazakhstan, she's not from Kazakhstan, but Borat from, do you know Borat?
Go ahead with the story.
Sorry.
If I may.
Yeah. sorry. Got a new iPhone 17 Pro. I got it in cosmic orange, and apparently I didn't communicate that well to my wife. And yeah, she kind of said the same thing. She said, you got the cosmic orange iPhone 17 Pro. And I said, yeah, because it was sick. It's cool. And so I took it. Her opinion was made very clear that was probably not the right choice for me. But I really like it. And then I was telling the boys at golf on Friday, I said, the missus, I got this new iPhone 17 Pro in cosmic orange. And she said, why did you get the cosmic orange one? And they said, I kind of like it because you're like a Tennessee fan and it kind of like gives you aura. And I said, I feel like I have a little bit more aura now. Okay. So we're kind of in a house divided where like the boys are on my side, besides you, it seems. But the missus, probably arguably the most important person to have an opinion, is kind of saying maybe you should have gotten one of the neutral tones like dark blue or black.
That's what I haven't had a non-black phone in maybe 12 years.
Yeah. I really like it though.
It's the way to go because, hey, you have a case on it anyways, right? So
yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
But the iPhone 17 Pro has so many features on the back of it that it still flexes a lot. I have a black case on, which I think helps everyone. But like they have little like things you can press like all over the back. So like it's a pretty big pocket of orange that's still on display.
Also, what'd you get the Pro for?
Dude, I need the Pro.
For?
I don't know.
Yeah, so you just got communerism.
No, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you this.
I said
communerism. Communerism. Yeah.
I meant consumerism, but
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. No, I'm gonna tell you what happened. The iPhone 17 standard was not available. It was not an offer for the trade-in that I was doing. I traded in with. I traded in with
impatient little baby who has to have his things right now.
No, I just forgot that we have a connection.
Of the two of us, that's you, and I'm the one that's
right. Patient. Yeah, because you never buy. I didn't even. This wasn't even an impulse buy. I've been trying to do this for a while. I just finally decided to pull the trigger, and I got trade-in value for it and everything. Like, and they just didn't offer the 17. They just didn't do that, and I'm happy with the Pro. The Pro's cool. It has 3 cameras.
Did you get it? Wait, where'd you get it?
I did it through AT&T.
Okay.
My provider, not sponsored, but my provider.
I forgot you're still living in like 2009 where you have to go through like Singular to get your phones.
What are you talking about? I didn't have to. It was the best deal available. It was the best deal available.
Well, it wasn't.
I forgot about the one thing. I forgot we have a connection. You've never offered for me to capitalize on that connection ever before.
You've never needed a new phone.
That's not true. I've had so many phones. I've had the iPhone 5. I had an iPhone 6. I had an iPhone 5.
That would place you, what, 8th grade? Interesting.
No, I got it in 9th grade. So maybe I got an iPhone 6. No, I never had an iPhone 5. I had an iPhone 6, an iPhone 8. It's coming back to me. I had an iPhone 6, an iPhone 8. Then I had an iPhone 11 or like the XR or XS or whatever. And then I had the 13. I had the 13 for the last 4 years, and then I just upgraded to the 7. I'm not in trouble for this. I forgot that we had a connection. I've gotten plenty of phones in my day, and you've never once offered to give me a discount.
But this connection wasn't around when you got your last phone.
Yes, it was. I was living in Nashville when I did it.
Yeah, that phone predates the connection.
Yeah, obviously, but iPhone doesn't. iPhone in general, whatever, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I'm saying is you fumbled the bag.
Okay, probably. We're 15 minutes in. Let's get to the big. This is huge for us. This is literally like the biggest thing that's ever happened to us. So,
this is a post that I put on my profile. It's got 1 million views, 1.1 million views, 2,316 upvotes. We will not be able to read all the comments because there's 309 of them. That's how many people engaged with this. So, it's also my first time reading.
Can you give me a little bit of credit? Like, can you give me some credit here? Like, this is
after I read it, maybe.
Okay, but you have to know that it was pretty good if people were listening at this rate, right?
I assume you've done well to rage bait, but I'm wondering if it's just like...
No, it's not that.
Did you make it too believable?
No, I didn't. Boring? I didn't. No, I didn't.
That's why let me read it.
Okay, you're right.
Am I the cusshole for requesting reimbursement from my friend after he canceled his wedding?
And this is me and you, by the way. I am 22. Right. I'm the I, and you're my friend, who I refer to as my friend all the time.
Well, okay. I posted this, so wouldn't I be the I?
No, because I wrote it. You're just the ghost poster.
So I, 22 male, was supposed to be a groomsman in my friend's 22 male wedding this month.
I said we're 22, by the way.
Same college where he met his now ex fiance. Well, we are very young. Well, it is weird. You made all this up, but you kept our real ages.
You're right.
We were all in all the same classes, and they met during a large class first semester of junior year. Things got serious fast, and by that summer, they were engaged in beginning.
Oh, nice. Good reading.
Edit this out, please.
This is all staying in. This is part of the story.
Apologies.
I actually wrote that end of the story
that was written in, which is a bit strange. But they got engaged and beginning to plan their wedding that was supposed to happen the month after we all graduated, this June. My friend has always been super enthusiastic about this girl and their relationship. So he was the driving force on them getting engaged so quickly and so young. And I was super excited for them when they got engaged and very honored when I was to be a groomsman. This was my first time being a groomsman, and I must have been a little naive about just how much of a financial investment this ended up being. After renting a suit, about $250, going on a bachelor party in Miami, about $500 for my expenses, and a gift off their registry, about $75, we're looking at a pretty serious investment from me in their relationship. I was more than happy to cover all these costs because he's always been a close friend to me. And I really was excited to be a part of it all. However, we were full-time students during this period of time, and it stretched the wallet more than I typically would want to.
Wow, this guy, the main guy, sounds like a good friend. Jeez.
Good friend, right? With all that background, that brings us to early April of this year, 6 weeks before the wedding. My friend just casually mentioned to me that he ran into an old friend of ours from high school. Ooh,
drama!
Baby. And they had a pretty long conversation catching up. I remember him clearly just casually mentioning it, that she was single and still really cool. I didn't think much of it, but looking back, that was probably a pretty serious red flag.
It seems
his demeanor really didn't change much up until the week of the wedding. We got to the week of the wedding in this thing.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything specific about getting cold feet, but he definitely wasn't acting like his normal self, which I just accounted nerves for the biff.
I know. I had one typo. Brittany also pointed. That was the only thing Brittany said about it too until she was done reading.
What's a biff?
It's like slang for big.
Oh, he's like, of course, classic slang for big. 2 nights before the wedding, me, my friend, and all the other groomsmen were in town together eating dinner. The wedding venue was about an hour away from the town we went to school in.
I had to come back.
We're sharing an Airbnb. What?
I had to come back and add that last sentence in because I had a plot hole that I had to fill in with that sentence. Okay, keep going.
Wow. The groom was staying with his. Honestly, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the typo helps our case.
Yeah.
It makes it seem more real. It was
none of this is AI,
really, by an AI, but not by an AI.
I'm just, and it really, there was no AI. I'm just a disgruntled friend.
I believe you. So the groom was staying with his family up until the wedding night. My friend was basically a shell of himself. Not really talking, laughing, or joking. We called it an early night and went our separate ways. The next morning, the day of the rehearsal dinner, we get a text from my groom in the groomsmen group.
Oh, whoa, hey,
whoa. Saying that he was really sorry, but he's not going through with the wedding. We're obviously all shocked. So the best man took the initiative on behalf of all of us to reach out and call him. I wasn't there for the call, but my best man... This is written like a psychopath. Like, so many just little details of, like...
I had to let people know this was real. Yeah, I had to let them know that I lived this experience.
I wasn't there for the call, but the best man reported back to us after the call that he was totally serious and was already on the way back to his parents' house, about an hour away from where the wedding venue was. And that was it. We all went home. In the days that followed, I tried to be a supportive friend. I sent a quick text saying I was here for him if he needed anything, but never heard back. This is where things get insane and set me off. My friend and his fiance were supposed to go on their honeymoon 2 weeks after the wedding because they were planning on moving to a new city out of state to start their careers and needed to get settled. And my assumption was that they just canceled the whole thing. That brings us to the last week. My friend, who has been completely unresponsive for over 3 weeks, finally texted me back. I see where this is going. Did this happen in a TV show?
No, I made up all this. I'm an author.
No, like specifically this part where
this was real.
He goes on a honeymoon with somebody else.
I pulled this literally. I just made this myself. I have no idea what you're talking about.
He apologizes for canceling, but I do think that's happened before in a TV show.
Like maybe like forgetting Sarah Marshall like a little bit. I don't know.
Okay, well he apologizes for canceling the wedding and wasting our time, and let me know. He actually had gone on his honeymoon to Mexico with the girl that he ran into 6 weeks before the wedding. Exclamation point in this one.
What? This is
I don't know
crazy.
if he had been talking to her on the down low the entire time since he ran into her, decided he wasn't ready to marry his fiancée, and reached out to her after canceling the wedding. But to me, it didn't matter at all. Learning that he threw away everything he had built for this other girl truly wasted everyone's time, and especially money, when he obviously wasn't ready to settle down was the final straw. I said that I didn't care what he did anymore, and I want my money back for everything I put into his wedding. I sent him a Venmo request for $850 and blocked his number. I don't expect him to pay me back, obviously, but I just feel so frustrated with him that I don't want to be his friend anymore, but still wanted to send a message. So, Did I take my response too far? Or should I just continue calling this friendship done for good?
Oh, come on. Give me something. That's pretty good.
That was nice. It was well written.
Yeah, I'm an author. Now, 1 million people read that. That blows my mind.
This has more votes than the post, not the cuss hole. You'll never see a penny of that money, but ending that friendship is the right thing to do. He's trash.
That was the general consensus when you read through all the comments. However,
yeah,
I do think what I was maybe one of the more things I was proud of was like there were people who were not on my side, which I was like, good. Yeah. I have like something that's like a little bit debatable, because like I feel like the author's like the writer's reaction was also still kind of insane, and so we kind of see that throughout the comments. Can we just say though, before we get all into the comments, this subreddit, which is like the Am I the Cusshole like forum that you post stuff on, has 2.2 million weekly visitors and 87,000 people contribute to it each week. And we were able to be the top, the hottest post for the day that we post this on, which is like crazy to me.
We ran this thing.
Yeah, that was like that's pretty insane, which is really cool. But yeah, so let's look through some of the old.
I did sort of just by controversial. I like this one. You're being very judgmental. It's a risk to undertake being a groomsman for that reason. You're the cusshole.
It's a risk. The classic risk where you're taking a gamble risk that your friend is actually going to go through with the wedding that he proposed to and like set up for you. Yeah, that's my favorite. I think my favorite comment was someone goes like along the lines of like, according to my calculations, you actually requested $25 too much. Which is like kind of not the point.
That's so good.
Time to ditch this fool.
Wait. He will be divorced soon enough and begging to stay on your couch. And then somebody commented and said, "Except not married?" ? And then they replied to, "He went to Mexico on his honeymoon. I have to assume he's married. This has got to be rage bait." I just didn't read it.
He just thought a whole nother wedding went down here. And there, I think the people who had the best takes were people who were like, "Look, man, you guys are young, and let's just be grateful for the fiance that she actually got to dodge this bullet. She's going to be better off in the long run." But that was few and far between. Most people were just saying, we're just trying to give me like tips on how to like get as much money back as possible.
Yeah, I can't believe the engagement. Like, this is so many comments, but it is, I do love that there's just the select few that are just insane people.
Okay, one person was kind of mean to me and said, "You could have said this in one paragraph," which is probably true.
It was over 3,000 characters, like a significant amount over 3,000 characters. Yeah, we learned that trying to post it on a different sub, and it wouldn't let us post because it was so long.
Do you want to know what else was over 3,000 characters? What? The Odyssey.
Yeah,
Harry Potter,
but
the Lord of the Rings.
One of those is going to live for a long
Game
time.
of Thrones. All those over 3,000 characters. Right. Like, you have to. I created a world for these characters to get lost in.
Here's one with negative 11 downvotes. That's
is that the worst
biggest
review
margin I can find? Yeah, it's one I could find. Sounds like he was stupid and immature, but the heart wants what it wants. If he was your friend, you shouldn't begrudge. I think he's trying to say begrudge, but misspelled it. Spending on festivities. If you couldn't afford them, you should have politely declined, citing financial and logistical constraints. Okay, I don't like the way that was typed. Just like, I'm gonna have to politely decline, and I'm going to cite these financial constraints.
Yeah.
But I would definitely reconsider the friendship and certainly laugh in his face if he ever invited me to another $500 stag do. What's a stag do?
A stag is a bachelor party. I don't know what a do is in the context of that.
Still, making it about remuneration was crass and cheap. Okay, this person is learning some big words that I don't think... I just don't think we're unnecessary.
No, lay it on.
You ceded the moral high ground.
Okay.
That's it. Like that's the way they talk, apparently.
Yeah, that's just how people talk. What's kind of cool, what I'm noticing is I'm seeing people. There's a bunch of comments that have been removed by the moderator.
I want to know what those say.
Well, it actually moderators replied to some of the comments and said, "We do not allow posts or comments from people who violate our karma farming rule 4. Someone was trying to farm karma, or advertising rule 9.
Yeah, and this was not karma farming. What we did here.
No, yeah, that was. I think that was for the comment. Yeah, we did nothing wrong here. We're not trying to get any karma out of this. We're just trying to go viral, and mission accomplished.
Well, this guy posted. When you post a made-up story, you should actually include a part in which you could feasibly be the cusshole. This isn't rage bait stories, but that didn't really stick.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Some people, and here's the thing: we can make fun of them, but they actually they pulled it. They're like some of the few people who actually like got it right.
Yeah, I wanted to post either an update saying that we did this for a podcast, and turn Reddit against us.
Right.
Which could be a bad idea. Or we just make a second post on a separate account saying we faked one of the last week's stories, and we're not saying which one, and we did it for a podcast. And then ask if we're the cusshole for doing that.
I think the problem I think we're going to run into is the moderators don't mess around on this website.
They don't, man.
And so like no matter what we do, it's just I think we're not going to like get to gain any traction on it. I think we can't like post a follow up and be like, "Oh, we did this for a podcast. You all believe anything you read on this stupid website." But like, yeah, I don't know how to keep this momentum going, because we've earned something, I feel like, out of all this.
We've earned the respect of some Redditors, and then a lot of other ones just didn't care. It seemed like they return the gift, cancel the tux. You had the party. Chill. Yeah, so a lot of people on our side, it seems like, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do it again, but it seems a little easy.
It seems so easy. You just get a lot of eyes on your stuff, and then if you make something that like people want to like engage with, you're kind of just golden. And people love leaving people at the altar stories. Those are so dramatic. It's just fun.
Classic How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. What's another one?
Of a leave you at the altar story.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I don't know. Can you name one?
The Wedding Planner.
I haven't seen that movie in a very long time, but I believe you because J-Lo. Is that something J-Lo did?
Yeah, well, yeah, she got set up on an arranged marriage with some Italian guy, but he understood. He was actually really cool about it. Where they weren't cool about it, can I put you on to Wedding Crashers for a second?
Yes.
Remember Wedding Crashers? Someone leaves someone at the altar there. No spoilers, but that's a pretty big deal.
No spoilers for the 2006 hit Wedding Crashers. Also, I was on the plane on the way back. You know what movie's already on the plane?
What's that?
That Michael Jackson movie.
No way.
Straight to seat 28A.
28A? Oh, is that window? Tell me it's a window.
No, bro. You're not going to believe the back of the plane has no window.
Was that the last seat in the plane?
It was the last seat in the plane.
No way.
But you know how films used to go straight to DVD? This went straight to seat 28A.
Nice, man. That's sick. Dude, speaking of, we watched Project Hail Mary on Amazon Prime Video this week. Brittany hadn't seen it. My wife hadn't seen it yet. And we got to put her through the emotional roller coaster that is. Oh, she cried so hard. She got so mad at me that I wouldn't tell her what happened. Still rocky. And yeah, then things kind of start to look bleak for our little guy. And she lost it. So that was a fun experience. But yeah, we got through that one mostly unscathed because it's a happy story. We love Project Hail Mary.
Read the book, then watch the movie in theaters if possible, and then watch it again with your wife
on Amazon Prime Video
at home, when you can. That's the order we suggest.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we'll move on to Q&A. I see one from you.
Can you just say something nice? Can you just say you're proud of me for that story, please?
I'm very proud. It takes a big man to be able to write something
completely made up.
Completely made up. And you're not getting a grade. You're not getting paid.
Get nothing out of it.
Just did it for the love of the game, just to lie. Nothing's better than just lying.
What did you say? You said something to me this week that I thought was pretty profound. Let me find it really quick.
It was right after this went up, and I think.
I got it. So I lost it. Where'd it go? Oh yeah. So the day, was this the same day? Yes, it was the same day, just like 3 hours after it was posted. We kind of stopped talking. You sent a picture of Ed Sheeran and John Bellion fishing, and with no caption. And I said, literally me and you, bro. I'm Ed Sheeran, of course. You're John Bellion. And then a few hours later, you text me and go 217,000 views. Lying low key fun and rewarding.
And then you said, that's incredible, low key humbling, bro. Look at us, two guys from the trees, lying our way to the top. Two guys from the trees. What did you mean by that?
I'm reading that too. I have no idea what that means.
Must have been trying to say streets. Must have been, because two guys from the trees.
From the trees is not a common.
We're simply not from the trees.
Yeah, and then you make a great point.
You got to start lying.
Yeah, you said. Yeah, I said we got to start lying more, and then you make, I think, the perfect encapsulation of this whole social experiment. It has no downside so far, which I think is appropriate. None. Yeah, we've faced zero repercussions from all this, and it seems like even if we do face repercussions, they're going to be minor. You know, like
they're going our Reddit accounts that we don't use that much get restricted or something. I don't know.
You don't even play golf anymore. You don't need those swing tips. You don't need those swing compliments anymore. Like, you don't need that. That's not who you are. That means nothing to us. Delete the whole website. See if we care. We're going to be just fine. Not a crime. So that's where we're at.
By the way, that post though will live on a server forever, and it will outlive us.
Yeah, which is also humbling in a way. I'm very happy about that. That's part of our body of work, which is cool. So
that's very cool.
Another part of our body of work is we love our fans, we love our listeners, we love the Rat Pack, we love the Until We Agree family. Say that.
We love the Until We Agree family. We love the Rat Pack.
And Tyler has some commitment issues. So for him to say that to you guys means a lot. He doesn't just say the L word. He doesn't just throw that thing around. I've never heard it from him.
That's not true.
Say it then.
I've talked about how much I love your mom's cooking.
That's not about me.
Chicken soft tacos.
Look, I'm telling you, this guy can't say it. He doesn't. Here's the thing. I know he wants to.
You know what I love?
I know he wants to. Dude, look, do you see how defensive he's getting?
Matt. He says, "Hi, this question is for Tyler. How do you handle always being at that height?" Well, it's a bit tough.
Hold on. There's more. There's also parentheses I noticed at the end of that question.
I'll get to that. When you have to kind of like scrunch down to get under doors, it's a bit tough. But other than that, there's no downsides to being strapping, tall, and full of aura.
Doesn't your height start with a 5? Ladies, gag him, queens.
Gag. Yeah, the other thing you just said is your biggest insecurity is your small wrists.
Well, I'm insecure.
Like you said that I have small wrists, but that's your biggest insecurity.
Yeah, but what's crazy is remember when we measured wrists live on the podcast and we had the same size wrist? That's what I wanted to remind you is you should be a little bit more insecure too. I wanted to, what's the word? Humble you? I wanted to humble you a little bit.
You wanted to humble me? Well, impossible. I'm unhumbleable.
Yeah.
Say that 5 times fast.
Unhumbleable. You want 5 more? Unhumbleable.
Good
Unhumbleable. Unhumbleable. Unhumbleable.
Good boy. Okay, hit it, Hutch.
Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
Unhumbleable.
Can we do a quick post-credit test?
Yes.
I want to do a spelling bee, a quick one. This is a good word though. I want to see if you can spell the word acquiesce.
ACQUIESE. Acquiesce.
That's tough. No.
Was I close at all?
Yeah, actually, we were really close. It's
okay.
ACQUIESCE.
Oh, the C. There's a silent C in there. How was I supposed to know?
You're not supposed to. Now do an impression. Can you do Obama for us?
Fellow Americans. Happy 5th of July. Wait, but this comes out on like the 7th of July. Anyways, hit Hutch.
Thick boys, Matt and Tyler